guys, welcome back to another episode of Simply for Wellness. I am your host, Bridget, and today we're going to be talking about self-love. I know it's been so freaking long. It's been so long since I've come on here and recorded an episode or just been on this channel in general. I do apologize. Life always gets overwhelming for me, as it does everyone. But yeah, I'm just super excited to be here. Super excited to just be recording and just talking to you guys. Yeah, I'm just so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be in front of the camera and just talking to you guys because it's been so long and I've been procrastinating even just recording episodes because I've been writing down so many episodes on my phone and on my book and I just have so many ideas, and every time that I think about coming on here, I psych myself out and I kind of just get overwhelmed because I'm thinking about doing it but without actually taking action. All right, so we're just gonna get right into it. Usually this is the part where I give you guys a weekly update, but since I've been gone for literally 5 months, I'm just gonna give a quick little recap where I've been, just a check-in with you guys because it's been so long. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Where have I been? Yeah, so as you guys know, I do have another YouTube channel. I had this podcast channel. I have a full-time job. I'm a content creator and I'm a person that's also working on themselves and going to the gym and making sure my mental health is in check and just dealing with life's challenges and just going through life day to day, one step at a time. But yeah, so just a quick little update on my life and where I've been, how I'm feeling. I've been feeling actually since this year has started. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Since this year started, I've been feeling absolutely amazing. I just feel super ready for this year. I feel like this year is just bringing me I just feel like a change, a positive change is coming, and I don't know, something's coming and I genuinely feel it. And I just been in such positive moods. I've been cutting out a lot of things that just don't resonate with who I am anymore or where I'm headed or things that are holding me back. So I've been really proud of myself just being dedicated on myself, dedicating my time, my energy just on solely myself. Literally since this year started, that's how I've been feeling. So if we're going to talk about feeling, I have been feeling honestly just really great. I've been feeling happy, motivated, and just very disciplined in the gym and just getting clear on my vision and my goals and what I want for myself because as you guys know, I am 25 and I'm about to hit 26 in August, even though it's a few months away. But I always had this realization always especially when I get overwhelmed with life or I just kind of just have those little periods where I'm just kind of damn, what am I doing with my life kind of thing. But I know what I'm doing with my life, but it's just what's the plan, girl? So I've been talking to myself and having pep talks with myself and just kind of telling myself all right, get clear on your goals, get clear on your vision. When this year started, I redid my vision board. I like to do my vision board every year and I love the vision board that I did this year. I was very intentional with it, and even placing the pictures and the words and the affirmations, everything just correlates exactly the way it needs to in the vision board. So every morning that I wake up, I soak it in. I take a moment, at least probably 5 to 10 minutes, just looking at my vision board and just envisioning, getting clear of my life. So it's every day that I start my morning or I start my day or even throughout periods of my day, I just kind of get clear and get reminded of, where I'm headed and what I'm doing. So that's where my headspace is at this year for 2025, just getting clear on what I want and just not being a dreamer anymore. I feel I just been dreaming and just telling myself that I want these things, but it's just I'm not putting action behind it. I was always talking about my wants and my needs, but I wasn't putting the action behind it. So now this year I'm actually being a dreamer, but also being a dreamer that takes action. Mentally just feeling very focused, very motivated, and just excited for what life has to offer me, and I'm just ready. I'm just really excited for this change actually. So yeah, then nothing really crazy has happened. Everything is actually going really great. I honestly can say that last year, towards the end of last year, it was kind of a little bit hard because I was going through a lot of things with family, my relationship, and just even myself with my depression. I feel my depression was really taking a toll on me, and I kind of just had to be honest with myself and I had to put myself first, and I have to do a lot of things that's going to benefit me and put me in a good headspace mentally, emotionally, and physically, because in order to get the life that I want, in order to just be happy overall, raw. I have to be honest with myself. So that's how last year kind of ended for me. Like I kind of just let go of a lot of things, was having a lot of hard conversations and shifting the focus back to me and just realizing that like, you know, I need to work on myself and I need the priority to be me. And yeah, so ever since I've, you know, done that and I was, you know, just put myself first in general, like everything in life it's just been beautiful. Like it has been really beautiful. My mom's happy. My mom had moved to Florida with her mom and her sister, and she's planning on visiting, I think this month or next month. But yeah, literally a shift happened, and the shift honestly happened for the better. Like it was just like a wave of positivity, and I just couldn't be any more grateful and just any more happier than I am now. And I'm just going to continue to just soak it in and continue to just be in high spirits. But yeah, that was a long, quick little update for you guys. Just a simplified version of like everything. But yeah, so we're going to get right into the inspiration for today's episode. You know, of course, obviously, I always make episodes based on my personal experiences and, you know, what I'm going through, because it just helps me and it also helps you guys. Just me being like 100% authentic and being like honest, and just we're on this journey together. So yeah, so the inspiration for today's episode is because I'm also going through a self-love journey as well. And I've realized that I've always struggled. I know a lot of us always struggle with self-love and like, you know, loving ourselves in general, because, you know, a lot of people have insecurities, and, you know, they always say like, even the most prettiest girls, even the most like wealthiest people have the biggest insecurities, have insecurities. Everybody has insecurities. It doesn't matter who you are. And like, even if they say they're lying, there is people that have insecurities, you know what I mean? So it's funny because I was going to make a completely different episode, but then like I was at work the other day and I was just like, you know what? I should make an episode on self-love, because I'm on a self-love journey right now. And I feel like it's easier to just talk about it because I'm on the journey, you know, and I just want to share with you guys, you know, how my journey's like, what I'm doing on my journey to help love myself more. And, you know, just the things that I've like struggled with and the things that I continue to still struggle with. Yeah. So I realized, you know, when I was making the bullet points that I want to talk about in today's episode, I like throughout my whole entire life, I've struggled with self-love in general. And, you know, I'm a person that does have like confidence, a certain level of confidence. I am very confident in myself, but, you know, I have those moments, I have those little moments where like I look at myself in the mirror and like it's hard for me to look at myself in the mirror. Like literally, like it's hard for me to look at myself in the mirror. Sometimes I'll get dressed or like I'll do my makeup and like I have the most nastiest thoughts about myself in my head. Like I just pick myself apart, and it's all stems from like my childhood, the trauma that I endured, you know, growing up, and even as an adult, the things I've experienced, and, you know, the bullying, and even from my own family members, friends, like just in general, like so many things have contributed to me loving myself. And like it was like a form of shadow working when I was writing down the bullet points for today's episode. It's just like, damn, like I didn't realize how much affected me with my self-worth and my self-love. So it's just like, yeah, this is a perfect episode to talk about, because yeah, this is gonna be like a really good episode, I think personally for me, and I'm sure a lot of you too. So that was the inspiration for today's episode, is me being on my self-love journey. And yeah, all right, so we're just gonna get right into it. So the first thing that I wrote down is, how do you know you're struggling with loving yourself? Again, this is kind of like a little bit of like shadow working. It's like when you're asking yourself these hard questions and you're really just diving deep within yourself, within your mind, like just everything, right? So how do you know you're struggling to love yourself? Like I mentioned earlier, I've struggled in the past to even look at myself in the mirror, and I still struggle with looking at myself in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's hard to look at yourself in the mirror and say that you love yourself. And that's, as sad as that is, it's true. And we really had to ask ourselves, like, why do we feel that way? You know what I mean? Like when we ask ourselves that question, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror, you're right there are struggling to love yourself. If you can't give yourself 5 compliments every day or throughout the day, or just say something nice about yourself, if you can't say 5 things nice about yourself, you're struggling to love yourself. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror, you're struggling to love yourself. If you can't accept the compliment someone's giving to you, or you can't even say thank you, or you say something negative back, or you just don't agree with what they're saying to you, you're struggling to love yourself. So it's like all those things are contributing to you struggling with your self-worth. So those are the key things that you have to look out for yourself. And I know those are easy things. Like you know you don't love yourself. No one has to tell you that you don't love yourself. That's number one. The next thing that I wrote down is, what does loving yourself look like? Like I said, I am on this journey with you guys. I am on this journey in general, and I've been on this journey for a while. I'll say I've been on this journey probably for like 2 years. Being on a self-love journey should be a lifetime thing, but I feel like we neglect ourselves so much that we forget to love ourselves. We love other people more than we love ourselves. So what does a loving ourselves look like? So for me, like I mentioned, I had to have really hard conversations, and I had to tell myself, like, man, I had to really put myself first. I have not been putting myself first for a long time. I've been pouring myself into my relationship. I've been pouring myself into my family, my siblings, like just everyone else around me, my best friend, like just everyone except myself. I feel like I've just been trying to be the healer, trying to be the helper, trying to be there for everybody else, and I wasn't there for myself. And I feel like a lot of that contributed to my self-worth, because it's just like, damn, what about me? What about me? Does anybody care about my mental health? Like, is anybody going to be there for me the same way that I'm there for other people? So what I've been doing to help that, and at least just start that journey, is just cutting out the people, cutting out things that just don't make me happy, or even just setting just boundaries in general, just setting boundaries for myself and for my mental health, and just knowing that I need to put myself first. And like, before I can be there for anybody else, I need to be there for myself first. Before I can fill somebody else's cup, I need my cup to be full. That's number one. That's one of the things. So I had to cut out a lot of people. I had to cut out habits. I had to make boundaries with certain people, and I just had to take a step back and just really shift my focus onto myself. And after doing that, I was like, all right, what's the next thing that I want to do to help contribute to love myself? I had to ask myself, what don't I love about myself? All right, I get insecure about, my body and, my face, or like, I just like nitpick. Like, I'm like literally just looking at myself like, what don't you love about yourself? Change the things that you love about yourself. So I signed up for the gym again. I've been telling myself that I've been wanting to go back into the gym for months. I was just making a lot of excuses for myself. I literally said, next time I get paid, I'm going to sign up for the gym. I just told myself, even if I have to walk there, if I'm really committing to this journey, I have to do whatever it takes. Ever since I signed up for the gym, I've walked there every single day. Rain, 30-degree weather, snowing, like I just made it a mission to go, because I know that's the one thing that like is going to help me mentally with my mental health. And it's also going to help love myself more, like get back to how, I looked, because I think I said this in like a few episodes ago, but I was saying how like I've gained the most weight that I've ever gained. I gained like 125, I believe. It was like 124, 125. And I had lost all that weight because, again, I was just focusing on distractions, focusing on people, experiences, things, and just neglecting myself. And I should have been going to the gym regardless of the fact, whether if it was like once or twice a week. I wasn't going at all. Like, it was just random days that I was just going, you know what I mean? So ever since I've signed up for the gym, I've just been making a mission to just dedicate my time in the gym, whether it doesn't matter how tired I am after work. Like, this is something that I wanted, and I told myself that I wanted for myself. So every day after work, I'll still go to the gym. I'll go to the gym Monday through Friday. Like, I just stopped making excuses for myself. That's the one thing that's been helping me. I just stopped making excuses. I'm literally gonna ask myself, literally talking to myself, like, all right, are you making an excuse, or is this really a valid reason? Yeah. So that's one of the things that I started to do for myself, is going to the gym. And that's really been helping me boost my self-esteem a lot, because I feel good after the gym, and I even feel good while working out, because it's just like, I know this is something that I'm going to look back and I'm going to be proud that I did this for myself. So yeah, I've also been meal prepping and been journaling, and every single morning, I even made myself a morning routine. I set up a morning routine for myself. I told myself that I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. again, because I used to do that before and I just stopped doing it. I dedicated myself. I put my alarm for 6 a.m. And ever since I've done that, I've been waking up at 6 a.m. every day. If it's not 6 a.m. on the dot, I either wake up at 6 a.m., 6:20, 6:30. As long as I'm in the 6 a.m., I'm trying to make sure I'm waking up early, and I wake up at 6 a.m. and I meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. And after my meditation, I read my daily practice book, which is called The Magic. It's the author from The Secret. She has the book called The Magic. So it's a daily practice book that it's implementing magic into your life, which is really just gratitude into your life for everything that you have, so more abundance and prosperity can come to you. I've been reading that every single morning, and then whatever the practice is, I'm doing that. And I'm also writing 10 things that I'm grateful for in the morning. So I spend my mornings doing that, and after doing that, I start getting ready for work. I go to work, and I'm in such a high vibrational like energy. Like, I'm just so happy. I'm so grateful. And like, I look for things to be grateful for. And then by the end of the night, she has this thing where it's like, you have to find a magic rock, have a magic rock right on your bedside. So every night you go to sleep, you think of the best thing that happened that day or happened today, and you say thank you, and you just show how grateful you are for that. And I've been doing that every single day. You know, there's some days that I slack off or I forget, but I backtrack and I'll like redo the exercise again so I can still have the flow of the gratitude and the abundance that comes to me. So implementing all of those things and just creating like a structure within my life, creating a routine, it's helped me to boost my self-esteem. It just helped myself love myself more. Like the girls that I look up to, like on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, like the influencers that I look up to, like if I want to be that, I have to become that. I have been becoming that version of that I've always looked up to. So in order to be the person that you want to be, you have to show up as her. So that's what I've been doing. I've been showing up as the person that I want to become. And it's really been helping me just love myself more. Like, and if I catch myself, you know, feeling a little bit down about myself, I think of all the things that I've done so far, and boom, my mindset just changes. Back to the question, what does loving yourself look like? One, it's by creating a routine for yourself, creating just like that ritual for yourself, showing up as that version of you. And the other thing is not seeking validation from other people and seeking the validation within yourself. Don't focus on what other people think of you or how other things make you feel. How do you feel about yourself? That's the most important. It's all about you. Don't focus on what anybody has to say about you, because that's on them. Whatever they feel towards you has nothing to do with you. So it's like, just shift that mindset and just block out all the outside noise and focus on the inside noise within yourself, and not the negative inside noise, but the positive. Don't seek validation from external sources, people, situations, and things, and start pouring love into yourself and truly feeling it. Like truly feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, don't just say that you love yourself. Like, oh yeah, I love, like if someone to ask you, like, do you love yourself? Oh yeah, of course I love myself. No, like, do you actually love yourself? Do you actually wake up and feel grateful about like who you are? Like, do you feel happy within your body? Do you feel happy where you are mentally? Do you feel happy? Do you love yourself? Like, do you actually love yourself? That's what loving yourself looks like. If you can positively answer that question, do you love yourself? And you could actually say all the things that you love about yourself, then yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know you love yourself. Next thing I want to talk about is why it's important to love yourself. The importance of loving yourself is the key to just everything. It's the key to living a happy, positive, abundant life. If you do not love yourself, you're just gonna like not love everything around you. You're not gonna love anything. Loving yourself is so important, because it's like when you love yourself, you love other people around you. And if you don't love yourself, it's just gonna feel harder to just go on day to day. You're just gonna go on hating the world. You're just going to just be angry, and like, it's not a great way to live. It's really not. When you start pouring love into yourself, like everything just seems a lot lighter. But when you don't love yourself, everything just feels a lot heavier. So it's important to love yourself so you can love others around you. So it's a lot easier to love the people around you. Okay, so I'm going to talk about ways to start loving yourself again. So I had wrote down a list of things that has been helping me on my self-love journey, and even like little things that I have not gone to yet, or haven't tried yet, or things that I've come across that I have wrote down that I want to talk about to start loving yourself again, and like just to help you on your journey. So the first thing that I wrote is, of course, you know, going to the gym and working out in some way. Like I mentioned, going to the gym is just beneficial for your mental health, as well as just feeling good within your body, and just releasing any stress, any thoughts, and you're just in a different headspace. When you love who you look in the mirror and you're feeling yourself, you're feeling your body, and you're going to the gym, you're just working on yourself, you just start to feel good overall. Like, listen, when I'm at the gym, I block all of that out, because, you know, I'm on the self-love journey. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. You know what I mean? I don't care. Block it out, because it's not about them. It's about you. I go to the gym. I'm literally have my music pump. When you have your music pumping in your ear, it's just like, you know, you got your girly pop music on. Like, you got the motivation going. Like, you just start feeling yourself. You just start, you know, and then you just doing like, you know, like, you just feel good. So it's just like, it's just important to just go to the gym, just try it out. And even if you don't like going to the gym, go for a walk, do some yoga, do some stretching, meditate, something, but move your body. When you move your body, it's just like, you're going to start to feel good. The next thing I wrote down is saying affirmations every morning, but not just in the morning, but throughout the day. And especially more powerful when you're doing it in the mirror. That's also another thing I forgot to add. Like, I have been saying my affirmations every morning. In the mornings as well, I do say my affirmations. So after I do like my rituals and my gratitude journal, like right before I leave the house, after I'm done getting ready for work, I just say my affirmations. I have it written down on my whiteboard, but I also have affirmations on my phone. There's this app called I Am. It's an affirmation app. It's on the App Store. Just type in I Am and you're gonna see that it's literally like a pink app, but it's a daily affirmation app that you can literally just, it's affirmations about literally anything: health, beauty, self-love, heartbreak, just anything in general. You can categorize it so whatever you want. Also set it to how many affirmations you want sent to your phone, whether you want to see it daily, hourly, 30 minutes, 15 minutes at a time. So it's just like you have that option. But saying affirmation really is a booster when it comes to your self-love journey, because it's like now we're gonna rewire what you already have in your head, like all those negative things that you have in your head about yourself. We're gonna rewire it with like positive affirmations about yourself. So just saying positive affirmations like, I love myself, I love my body, I love my face, I love my whatever it is about yourself. We're just gonna rewire it, and we're just gonna fake it until we make it. Like basically just keep selling yourself until you actually start to feel it one day. There's a lot of times where I don't really believe it. Like I have an affirmation on my wall right now where it says, I have the most curviest hips and booty in existence. Literally, I have that written down on a little sticky note. And even though I don't have the most curviest hips and booty in existence, but the more I say it, I'm going to look at myself in the mirror one day and like, damn girl, you got the most curviest hips, booty in existence. Like you just automatically start to feel it. So saying affirmations is really just another like booster, another confidence booster, and just keep telling yourself affirmations throughout the day. Saying the affirmations in the mirror is actually even more powerful than just saying it out loud, because it's like when you're literally looking at yourself, telling yourself these affirmations, it's gonna help you not just love yourself, but like just loving what you see in front of you. And that's one of the things that I've told you, like I've really struggled with just looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, changing, or I'm putting on body oil, whatever. Like I make it a habit to just look at myself and just say something positive about myself. So yeah, there was a year, I think this was during COVID time or like quarantine, where we were literally in our house. There's this one year where Alicia Keys had actually like brought this up, and I don't know if it was like during an interview or this is something that she was just like honestly just spreading like like the word, or like just positivity. There's this practice that she had talked about, and it was looking at yourself in the mirror and just being completely naked, completely vulnerable, no makeup, literally just taking in you. So what she said was, get in front of a mirror naked, alone in the comfort of your own home or in your own room. Of course, like you don't want to be naked in front of other people, but definitely just in your room, solely you. Force yourself to look at your body and say something you appreciate or love about each body part. And this will bring up emotions. Like she said that she cried, and I have definitely tried this, and I have definitely cried as well. I was about to get emotional. Because like one thing I struggle with is, body image. I struggle with body dysmorphia a lot. So when I'm looking at myself, I may think I look one way, and then I see like a picture, or I look at other mirrors and I'm like, okay, I did not look like this. You know what I mean? So like I really struggle with like my body. It will definitely bring up emotions when you do this. It's like if you're scanning like your body, literally you start from the top and just work your way down. And as soon as you're done appreciating every little thing that you love about your body, you then want to give yourself a hug and tell yourself how much you love yourself. So this practice is so powerful and so beneficial to our self-love journey, because it's just like completely vulnerable. You're completely naked and you're literally looking at yourself. And like, especially if this is for the people that really struggle to look at themselves in the mirror, try this practice. And when you try this practice, you're going to automatically feel all the emotions come up, and you're going to realize how much you really struggle with your self-love. You're going to like also feel liberated. Damn, I'm freeing myself from all of these emotions and all of these things that I felt about myself for so long. And I'm literally getting throughout my entire body and telling myself how much I appreciate this, how much I appreciate my eyebrows, my ears, my nose. Like you're just saying all these things about yourself that you haven't probably said to yourself in a really long time, or haven't said it at all. And it's going to be so emotional for you, but also so powerful. It's like you're releasing all of that negative self-talk you've been telling yourself for years. By the time that you're into that practice, it's just going to feel so good. And it's going to be a lot easier to just look at yourself and just love yourself and love what you see in the mirror mirror, because this is you, you know, this is how God created you. This is how you were brought up into this earth. Like, what is there not to love about yourself? Like, just like love yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just take it all in. Like, there's only one you in this world, and that's so beautiful and that's so unique, and just embrace that. The more you do it, the more liberating you're going to feel, and the more you start to really help yourself on your self-love journey. The next thing that I wrote down is reading books on confidence or books on tapping more into your feminine and or masculine. I have been reading The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, and he's the maker of the 48 Laws of Power. I have both books. Ever since I opened that book, The Art of Seduction, and I'm not reading it to like be a seducer or anything like that. I'm reading it to more tap into my dark feminine, my feminine side, and just learning how to just love myself, and learning the different types of seducers, and like how to be a seducer, and like just not like about seducing people. It's just, I guess, just becoming the it girl, you know, the priority girl. The Art of Seduction. Oh my God. I have not put that book down. I read it while listening to classical music, because, you know, this book was written like years ago, and they bring up like old examples from like literally like the BCs and the 1900s, 1800s, like all of that. Like literally, I don't know. It's just something so sexy about a woman reading, but also reading books on becoming more feminine and just tapping into your femininity. And even like for a man, like if you're reading a book, 48 Laws of Power, like you're just trying to tap in more into your power. It's really going to help you on that self-love journey. It's going to help you become more powerful. It's going to help you become more confident. So reading books that challenge those areas and really help you on that journey of self-love, it's going to really encourage you to keep going, and you're going to learn a lot. So the next thing that I wrote down is dancing, looking at yourself in the mirror while dancing. So one thing I definitely love to do, and not many people like really understand this, but I love to dance. Sometimes when you feel a beat, or you feel like, you know, just the instrumental in the music, like you kind of just get lost. Your body just wants to move the way that your body wants to move, because this is how the song is making you feel. Like releases the traumas in your hips and like stress, and just overall boosting your self-confidence and just boosting your overall vibrations, because this is like now you're doing something that feels good to you. I recommend getting a glass of wine, listen to songs, dance to songs that feel good to you, that tap into you feeling really sexy. If you're a guy, like recommend listening something that like pumps you up, feeds your ego, like makes you feel like you're that guy, being comfortable in your body, just dancing and just watching yourself dance. Another thing that I've been doing that's been helping me on my self-love journey, just honestly just enjoying looking at myself dancing and just feeling good, you know, and without judgment too. You want to make sure you're not judging yourself, and like you're just being yourself, you're being authentic. There's no one else watching, and it's just you dancing. So just soak it all in and feel the music, feel the instrumental, feel the beats, and just feel yourself just being comfortable in your body. So the next thing that I wrote down was going out and dressing up. And this is actually one of my favorite things that I love to do. I don't know what the science is behind it, but it's just like, you know, obviously being around like your friends and, you know, getting dressed up and feeling like cute just obviously makes you feel good. Getting like dressed up, and even the part of getting ready and like just feeling good and like just going out, meeting new people, when you're doing things like that distract you from not being in here. Like even though like you might have moments where you're like in here, when you're out, you just light up, you know, like you're just like, oh, like I feel so good, I look so good. And it's like, it just helps boost that confidence. It helps boost that self-esteem. Getting cute, getting dressed up more, getting sexy, like no matter where you're going. It could be dinner, it could be even like on a date with your friend, even doing like a yoga class, like putting on like your cutest yoga outfit. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you're doing, just get up, get dressed, and go out. The last thing I wrote down for ways to love yourself again is giving yourself a glow up. This is like honestly like number one. I was going through this phase where I was going through an identity crisis. I didn't know who the hell I was. I was trying to feel pretty again. Like I guess it was like one of those moments where I like really depressed. I wanted to change for myself. I literally dyed my hair. I cut bangs. Like I bleached it. Like, and I've never ever dyed my hair. When I say ever dyed my hair, like it's always been like black. When I did that, I kind of was just like, I want to look good, I want to feel good. Like you just start doing things that like you've neglected in the past. Literally just start doing it, because it's just like, damn, I don't know why I even stopped. So it's just like when you give yourself a glow up, it literally just boosts the ego. You're getting your nails done, you're going to the gym, you're dyeing your hair, you're doing your hair, straightening your hair, whatever the case may be. It's just like you're taking care of yourself. Love this new version of you. Love this person that you're headed to. It's like you're shedding an old skin and new skin is forming. Give yourself the opportunity to change the things that you do not like about yourself. You want to start changing the things that you don't like or you can't stand about yourself so we can make room for love. It's time for us to just boost the confidence instead of tearing ourselves down. Like the more you like talk down about yourself, you're just gonna feel overall shitty. Definitely boost your confidence by giving yourself a glow up, because I'm telling you, like, it'll just change your mindset, it'll change your perspective on how you view yourself. So yeah, those are ways to start loving yourself again. These are definitely things that like I've been doing in my day-to-day life. So before I end today's episode, I definitely want to talk about the key things that I want you guys to take away from today's episode, because I know there's like a lot of things that I've talked about, but like the main things that I really want you guys to take away from this episode is love yourself first before loving anything or anyone that'll make you second guess your self-worth. The most important prize is yourself, and you must treat yourself as such. The next thing is change the things that you do not like about yourself. Giving yourself a glow up is the best way to boost your confidence and step to loving yourself again. And then the last thing is start speaking positive about yourself. Stop the negative self-talk, because the more you beat yourself up, the shittier you will feel. You're only just lowering your vibrations, and it will feel a lot harder to get yourself out of that mindset. I'm not here to say that the self-love journey is easy, because it's not easy. It's going to take a lot of crying. It's going to take a lot of happy moments. It's going to take a lot of in-betweens, like a space of like you just don't know. I want you guys to just enjoy this journey and do things that feel good for yourself. Be honest with yourself. Have that conversation with yourself and know whether or not something is good for you and whether or not something is bad for you. This year should be a time where you're pouring into yourself. Forget anybody else, forget the outside noise, and just give yourself that love back. You are the most important person in your life right now. Like, your life matters. You are the best thing you could ever work on. You are the best prize you could work for. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why not do it? Your self-love journey is uniquely yours. No one can tell you otherwise. No one can tell you how to live it, and no one can tell you how to feel. But the one thing I do want you guys to feel is just, happy overall, happy within yourself, and know that your life matters. Your worth matters. You are beautiful inside and out. Appearances doesn't make you beautiful. What's in here makes you beautiful. You have nothing to worry about. And I wish you guys the best of luck on this journey, because even though I'm still on this journey, it does feel very, very good. But yeah, that was today's episode, guys. I'm sorry if it was long or if it was just like long-winded, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell on so you guys are notified every time that I post. You are the best thing on this earth. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are strong. I love you guys. Stay tuned for another episode. Bye.